When the iPhone 15 Pro Max was launched in September 2023, I was daily driving my iPhone 11 Pro Max at that time. The key features I was missing out on were the titanium build, 120Hz ProMotion display, dynamic island, the Type-C port, upgraded cameras, 5G connectivity, powerful processor, and a good battery. My 11 Pro Max was at 73% of battery health, and I had extracted every ounce of performance from it. Stream gaming, recording photos and videos, editing videos, calls, watching content, etc. I had it from my college days through the lockdown until April 2024. It never made me feel that I was putting it through extremes. You should feel the word extreme because I have used it with care but to its full potential performance. It never made me feel the need to upgrade. The only problems I was facing were degraded battery performance and springboard crashes. I always buy the latest flagship Pro iPhones mostly around the year's end or early next year because that's when the prices are all time low. I prefer the global variant of the iPhone. I got the iPhone 15 Pro Max in natural titanium on the last day of March. As a tech content creator, I was very much unsure about what storage variant should I get. I already had the 256GB iPhone 11 Pro Max, but the price difference between the 256GB and 512GB was Rs 15,000. One of the very important changes to the iPhone 15 series was the Type-C port. In the 15K difference, I could easily get a 1TB SSD, so I got the 256GB variant. The Type-C made the iPhone more versatile, and I agree Apple was late. Pro Maxes are my personal choice because I love huge phones which come with large displays and more battery. Both of these extra components adds to the experience of a smartphone for me. iPhones have been looking similar since the iPhone 10, so there's no need for the physical overview. So let's start the review. Hi everyone, this is Abhijit and you're watching TechNutso. Here's the unboxing of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Most of my expensive purchases are unboxed by my mom, so this video is not aesthetic and out of focus but filled with emotions. Hope you can feel them. In the box are the iPhone, a white Type-C to Type-C cable, paperwork, and an Apple sticker. The Type-C cable is better quality than the lightning cables Apple sold for years. iPhone isn't the first to use titanium in a smartphone. The Essential Phone 1 and Virtue were the first. I haven't had the chance to try them out, but I like what Apple has done. The iPhone 15 Pro Max feels lightweight and premium for the most, although I miss the rounded edges of my 11 Pro Max and sorely not the notch. I reviewed the Pixel 6a recently and I noticed that the iPhones are too rounded at the corners. I like the 6a's not so rounded borders. The rounded corners fit comfortably in the palm, which is great. The titanium build has surely made the 15 Pro Max very lightweight than the stainless steel. The build quality is exceptional on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It makes you feel the amount of money you have spent. Also, the build quality is sturdy and durable. The phone is huge at 6.29 inches, but I use it one-handedly. About the ceramic shield, I feel it is not as reliable as Corning Gorilla Glass, so I always use it with a screen protector. If you know me well, I like to keep my devices in pristine condition, so I have also applied a matte skin covering the whole body. The action button is a good addition for people who are using it for other than switching between silent and ringer, but not for me. Mine is just the ringer switch and it is not changing anytime soon. Because of the ease it offers, I can look wherever but perfectly silent my iPhone with just my fingers. The display on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is a 6.7-inch 120Hz Super Retina XDR with 1000 nits of max and 2000 nits of peak brightness. The screen is easily visible under direct sunlight the moment you go out, but once the iPhone starts getting hot, the brightness begins to go down and it's not very good. I have a privacy screen protector and it makes it tough to watch the screen when it drops the brightness due to high temperature. I mostly shoot videos in the daylight and that's where I face problems. The bezels are minimal, which helps in providing an 89.8% of screen to body ratio, which is just amazing. The display is smooth with accurate touch and mesmerizing colors. I just love how Apple calibrates its displays. I am a sucker for vibrant and sharp displays, and this one on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is at the top of my list. I enjoy watching content on this display when my MacBook isn't around. I consume a lot of content around my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Scrolling social media, watching web shows, YouTube videos, photos and videos shot by me, etc. The display is an absolute delight to watch content. The 120Hz refresh rate makes it more appealing, one of the best displays on a smartphone. Also, the stereo speakers are loud enough and add to the experience. The always on display is what I was missing out on the 11 Pro Max. I had the same on my previous OnePlus phones, but it's a very important addition to my life as it limits distractions. I can have a glance at my notifications and the time always, which in turn limits my distractions and screen time. Also, unlocking the iPhone 15 Pro Max is just a swipe up away from the always on display. iOS 18 introduced advanced customization features that enrich the overall iPhone experience. At the heart of the iPhone 15 Pro Max is the A17 Pro chip, which is the flagship chipset of 2023 and a beast. Yes, throw anything at it and it will handle all the tasks with ease, but with some heat. The heating issues need to be minimized and really looked at by Apple. I understand that so much power in a smartphone will show some heat, but it should be addressed and worked upon. Apple says the iPhone 16 Pro Max has a new heatsink which offers 20% better sustained performance. If it works as said, it's going to be bonkers. But for now, as I haven't tested that, I can't talk about it. The RAM is 8 GB and handles power hungry apps easily. I have rendered videos, enjoyed BGMI on 120 FPS, multiple background apps, social media, shot a lot of 4K videos, transferred large files to hard drives, etc. And it has always impressed me. This performance is something I need in my daily life, and the 15 Pro Max makes it happen. No lags or frame drops, but just buttery smooth performance all over. BGMI supports 120 FPS with the ultra extreme setting. The iPhone did drop its brightness 2 times during the gameplay, but surprisingly the iPhone wasn't that hot. Yes, the brightness did drop, but not the performance. I'm willing to try out a mobile phone cooler. I will update you on that soon. Although I don't play very often, I always find the experience enjoyable. The performance on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is exceptional. It is a very powerful smartphone. But what about the cameras, battery, and network reception? In terms of call quality and network reception, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is on par. The noise cancellation while on a call with my iPhone 11 Pro Max was something different. They removed it with the update and now it's missing. It was like when you are in a noisy environment, it would cancel the noise with the microphone itself. This feature was added with the iOS 18 Beta 1 but later removed. Other than that, last video I made was the Pixel 6s review and the call quality is really exceptional on that. I said in that video and will say again that Apple needs to copy paste that to iPhones. The earpiece is loud and clear, no complaints. Mobile data and Wi-Fi speeds are just great. I do have VI and GeoSIM installed, one eSIM and other physical. I use 4G mostly on the VI SIM and it doesn't lag speed. The rear camera module on the iPhone 15 Pro Max consists of 3 camera sensors. Main 48 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 12 megapixel periscope telephoto, 3D LiDAR scanner and a True Tone LED flash. After I got the 15 Pro Max in March, all of my content from then has been shot on it. You can check my YouTube and follow me on Instagram for photo samples. I keep posting photos and we play the guessing game. I recently posted a photo of the moon on the Guess Game series and most of you voted for Samsung, but it was from the 15 Pro Max itself. The photo is impressive and shot with a 5x periscope telephoto lens. The shot looks original and is not tuned by software. The HDR has kicked in, of course. The content shot on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, be it photos or videos, turns out to be detailed, sharp and vibrant. The HDR is really impressive too. You can never buy an iPhone and doubt its camera. I have never. It always amazes me. The night mode captures enough light and photos turn out good. The automatic macro feature is turned off by me because it would degrade my footage quality at times. Now when I am very close to an object, the macro toggle pops up automatically and I can turn it on and capture macro shots easily. One issue I am facing is that some photos turn out blurry at the corners and perfectly detailed in the middle. I have researched about it and most people say that it's a fault and some say that it's kind of a feature, but it seems like some kind of a fault. The 48 megapixel sensor cuts out objects from the background and provides a natural bokeh effect, kind of impressive. The topmost quality the iPhone 15 Pro Max can record a video is 4K at 60 frames per second. As the Samsung S23 Ultra can record 8K videos, I think Apple should have enabled the 15 Pro Max to do the same, but it hasn't. The videos turn out just amazing during the day as well as night. The lens flare issue is real and needs to be addressed as soon. The camera is just amazing on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and well, I haven't yet come across any smartphone that can beat it. The selfie camera is a 12 megapixel wide sensor which captures vibrant yet sharp photos, but there's scope for improvement around the details. The selfie camera can record videos up to 4K at 60 frames per second, and the quality is mind blowing. In my long form videos, it's hard to tell the difference between the front and rear camera shots. I also shoot my reels and shorts with the front selfie camera and the results are amazing. Let's talk about battery now. The iPhone 15 Pro Max has a 4441 mAh battery capacity. I am standing on 241 charge cycle counts with 100% of battery health, which feels kind of an achievement. My iPhone 11 Pro Max had started dropping battery health from the first month itself. Apple at that time had rolled out an update to recalibrate the battery health, and it didn't make any difference. Coming back to the iPhone 15 Pro Max's battery, it supports max 27-watt charging, which is slow. It should have at least been 35 to 40 watt easily. I charge mine with the MacBook's 65-watt charger and sometimes with a 20-watt Apple adapter. I haven't noticed much of the charging speed difference while charging with both adapters. It takes approximately 2 hours to fully charge. The battery backup should really be improved, although it takes me through a whole day with moderate usage. Social media, scrolling through the web, music, web shows, YouTube, calls, clicking photos and videos, etc. I get around less than 5 hours of SOT on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is good but not adequate. I usually get 6 to 7 hours of screen on time on Android phones with gaming included in it. When my iPhone 11 Pro Max was new, I would easily cross 6 hours SOT, but after some months it went downhill. I was hoping for better battery life with the iPhone 15 Pro Max for sure. At least 7 hours of screen on time, but I haven't got it. I know the potential of the iPhone, but 4 to 5 hours of SOT is not enough. I charge my 15 Pro Max to 100% and use it till 10-20%, which hasn't caused me any problems yet. The introduction of the Type-C port to the iPhones has surely made the iPhone a versatile smartphone for sure. I can now directly back up my photos and videos to HDD or pen drives rather than having to airdrop and then backup. Also, it means I can be outdoors worry-free as Type-C is universal and mostly available everywhere, which is unlike the Lightning cable. I prefer wired charging over wireless because it is fast and generates less heat. Face ID is a very secure, fast and reliable way to unlock the iPhone, but my privacy screen protector makes it slow. I feel that Apple should definitely add a fingerprint scanner to the iPhone as an alternative. The haptics are good overall, but they should be more prominent. I wasn't willing to upgrade to the iPhone 15 Pro Max from my 11 Pro Max because of the similar design. It is boring to be honest. The titanium is something different for sure. I hope the iPhone 17 series is designed from the ground up and I would love to see a fresh design, hoping for the best. If you have made it this far in the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Talking about iOS, it feels very secure and I praise it for its privacy features. But it has some limitations. My iPhone 15 Pro Max is running on iOS 18.2, which has AI features like writing tools, image playground, photo cleanup, new Siri with cool animation, notification summary, call recording, ChatGPT integration, Genmoji, mail categorizing in the Mail app, image wand, etc. If you guys want a video on the AI features, comment below and we'll do that. I mostly use the writing tools to polish my script and it's good, but Siri is not any better. I found the Google Gemini more useful, relatable and reliable. The animations on the iOS are very smooth and catchy. I just love it. The iPhone 15 Pro series getting the AI features has added to the longevity of these devices for sure. The iPhone 15 Pro Max has a huge lovely smooth display, exceptional performance, top-notch cameras, great build quality and a host of new features. There's not much difference between the 15 Pro Max and the 16 Pro Max. So if you are real and want an exceptional performer, go and buy the iPhone 15 Pro Max now. It's really better than the iPhone 16 in most terms and it's really a great deal than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. There is a low quantity of the new stock available in the market, so I'd suggest hurrying up. Also, you can get a used or global handset only deals at very low prices compared to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. The used deals are easy to grab around rupees 70,000 to rupees 85,000. If you're interested, you can contact Amit Bhai from Jai Mata Di stores from which I got mine, and also Majestic Mobiles. Links are in the video description. I got mine for rupees 1,15,000 in March this year, just so you should know. A message to all youngsters from me is to get rid of the status game from your mind. iPhones are not a status symbol and don't force your parents to buy them for you. There is also a rising trend where people want to buy iPhones with 3 cameras simply because someone else has one with 2. This mindset doesn't lead anywhere meaningful. Remember, the Pro iPhones fall under the luxury item category and the service parts and the repairs are priced accordingly. So think practically before making such a purchase. So here I end my video. This was my 9-month long-term review of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Drop your queries in the comments below and the relevant ones will be answered. If you have any tech queries, follow and DM me on Instagram. I'm happy to help. Instagram link in the description. So see you guys in the next one. TechNutso signing off.